Okay. Look, it is the third year of the Beastie channel. I can't believe I'm doing this for the third year. You know what I'm saying? The time of me doing this, it felt like I've been doing it for so long, but at the same time, though, it feels so fast. You know what I'm saying? Um, but anyway, how do I feel about last year? How do I feel about 2025? Honestly, I thought that year it was pretty cool. I think the videos at first, like I'll say, like around this time, I didn't put out like a whole lot of videos because I was going through like some changes, like job changes at the time. But I felt like I still did a pretty good job. I felt like that video I made, the first video I made last year with the whole thing, with the Super Saiyan 4 being canon, that was really like that was something different, bro. That was like the most angriest I've ever been on the channel, but it felt like the anger I had for that, it felt so like authentic because for so many years, my biggest fear come true. Like that was like my biggest fear, and it had came true. So that was years of buildup of just not wanting that concept to happen. But eventually, I felt like in general after that, that's where I started doing like more like longer videos that kind of made more sense for me at the time. But I also noticed last year I didn't do a lot of like, I guess, a lot of anime videos, to like a certain extent. I feel like the biggest video that I made last year that felt really authentic to myself was making that Chainsaw Man video. I think around like July, where I said uh a perfect example from manga to anime adaptation is Chainsaw Man Part One, and me breaking it down to you guys bit by bit by bit was probably like one of my favorite videos I made last year. Um, because it really came from passion. Because everything I talk about on the channel, what I'm saying, especially comes from like anime and manga, it comes from that. You know what I'm saying? It comes from Chainsaw Man Part One, how the manga was like so big across the whole world to the point where it didn't need an anime. But now that I gave y'all the facts and like the history lesson on that, I feel so good about that. You know what I'm saying? And I also feel like last year I did this whole like this whole topic based off like like life videos or whatever. I'm gonna start doing that like more often this year because I feel like last year I did it, but I kind of faded away into the background about that. But this year I'm gonna do some more about that. You know what I'm saying? And then I feel like for gaming videos in general, I might try to maybe do a little more game reviews. Honestly, I'm gonna try to do some more of that. Uh, cause now if I think about it low key games, it's not like it's in and out, but there's a lot of games that's gonna be coming out soon, and I'm gonna be on that as soon as possible. Um, but honestly, I think in general, like for 2025, I felt like the videos I made were a little more shorter because I realized back in 2024, the videos that I did make, they were at least pushing at least like 12 minutes, maybe 15 minutes on average. But for 2025, I feel like some videos, they're at least like maybe some short videos would be like quick to the topic, but which is pretty cool. But I feel like, like the real videos that were like in detail, those were the videos that I kind of went longer for. But like the videos that had like short topics to it, I made it short, easy and simple, which I'm gonna start doing that more often this year as well. Um, for sure. And then also, there's a brand new topic of video that I might start doing though too. Is that I know I put out this thing called a truth to light. So I'm gonna start doing more videos on that because the whole concept of truth to light is to recap some of my old videos and bring it up again of how what I said in that video and how relevant it is to this very day. So I'm gonna start making more videos on that, especially nowadays, because I have a lot of great topics, a lot of videos meant for that category that I have a lot of ideas for, and a lot of great points that really, really are still relevant to this very day. Um, yeah, I think this year is going to be like a great year. Like it says, there's a lot of games that's coming out. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that's coming out this year. I know last year I didn't really expect too much, but this year there's a lot of stuff that's coming out. Um, for sure. And I can't wait to make more videos and content this year of 2026. But me doing this for the third year, it feels so surreal. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I remember that I started doing this because I wanted to make videos for like either my friends or my family to watch because I used to talk about this on like a daily to weekly basis whenever like we had like like a whole conversation. So the points that I used to make, I used to literally bring up. But I thought to myself like, yo, instead of me talking to like maybe 4 or 5 people about it, why don't I talk to like maybe more people, like hundreds of people? through the internet, you know what I'm saying, and make these same points that I'm saying to my friends and family and put it on the internet. And so far in my third year, I've been having so much fun with it, and I'm gonna keep doing it, you know what I'm saying? Because at the same time though, I've been doing content for dang near 11 years now. So I'm gonna keep doing it, and I feel great about doing it, and at the same time, that's just how I feel about it. Um, it feels so fun. Now, there's also another thing I maybe might start thinking about is maybe streaming. I know streaming is a thing that everybody's been doing lately, but I don't know. Maybe if I play like a really good game, we can start streaming some more. Since I know that DOA 7 just got announced, which is perfect and nice and amazing. You know what I'm saying? Since that one video I made back in 2024 about how how DOA and Tekken right now were the kings, or what I'm saying, or like we're better fighting games than Tekken 8, or like whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that the 3D fighting games is kind of like in that attention again. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm just glad that that game got announced. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna make a video on that too, but I'll make it sooner or later. But I'm just like, that's amazing. That's nice. You know what I'm saying? That again, that I love is coming back. But if they brought back Soul Calibur 7, I'll even be more hyped, to be honest with you. So that's definitely for sure. Um, yeah, but streaming isn't also a big idea I might start doing, you know what I'm saying? Just on the back end, but it's just like a whole idea, but I've been thinking about it for a while. But honestly, besides that, I would say 2026 is gonna be a fantastic year. I feel it. Um, I got a lot more topics of videos that I need to work on, you know what I'm saying? Especially for a couple of manga out there. Because I know last year I didn't make a lot of videos on manga, but I'm gonna start doing more of that, you know what I'm saying? And then for anime, man, I think anime is kind of it's iffy. It's all right, but manga might be something I might talk more about, you know what I'm saying? Since, I don't really diss on manga, or I'm not, well, I never diss on manga. Well, I kind of do diss on certain mangas. Depends on how much of a plan it is, but, like Kagurabashi, for example. But I'm gonna start doing more videos on manga because I feel like anime nowadays is just like it's dying off so badly that I might as well go make some manga videos, you know what I'm saying? So I could put people or talk about certain mangas and put people on to certain other mangas out there. And besides that, yeah, I think I'm gonna keep on just doing what I'm doing. I'm glad to be here for a third year with the True Talk, and I'm here for 11 years of making content. Since I made this channel. So that's it, pretty much. And to me, that's just facts right there.